time in this.
I put
So-
the thermometers in here.
Okay. Oh yeah. So these aren't the best for you.
They are.
No. So what you have to get is this one right here, probe thermometer.
I've got 2 more in the truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good. Have to have a probe thermometer.
Yes.
And these you can calibrate. You notice that nut right there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So what you do is get a styrofoam cup, fill it with ice, put water in it,
Got it.
and then just set this in there. Let it sit for a minute or a couple minutes, and it should go down to around 39, 40, 41, somewhere in that range.
Nice.
If not, hold the nut with like some crescent wrench and turn the dial.
Okay.
The needle will stay stationary, but the numbers will rotate.
Nice. Okay.
All right. And then on this one, from that little dot right there, if you see it,
Oh, yeah.
just that tip is the temperature measuring area.
Sure.
So the shank doesn't measure temperature. So whatever you want to measure,
Yeah.
make sure that little tip is right where you want to measure.
Would you like me to go get some out of the truck?
No, they're fine. Don't fill it up too high when you're driving, because it'll just splash out.
You know what? I don't even drive with water.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, that works. And then make sure you have enough. Don't run dry because your pan will work. And so get some terrible. Okay. And then I would also put one here and cover it because then your hot doesn't just come out.
I know I've got one buried in the garage.
Mhm.
I just couldn't find
That
it.
works. Sure. And I think we looked down here last time.
Yeah, if you want, you can actually have a look down there if you like.
Got it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, so you can turn all the gas off for the
Put water
Oh,
in there.
that works.
What
So
I use
no,
to fill these pans up.
So no potentially hazardous foods, so no hot dogs or
What,
anything
onions,
that's sliced
tomatoes?
or- tomatoes you can't. Once they're sliced, they're potentially hazardous,
Got it.
the same as meat.
Sure.
But onions you could,
Okay.
sodas, water.
Bottled peppers.
Yep. Those are all non-potentially hazardous. The potentially hazardous is like the hot dogs. Right. That all looks good. The one important thing is keep your doors closed unless you're actively preparing. So if you were standing here waiting for the next person to come up, keep your doors closed. And then prepare it and hand it to them and close it up again. So were you going to do it through the door?
I here.
Yep. Oh, right. That's a good idea. And then store you got my sliders here. Yep. So that's a clever idea. So what I have found in the past is if you store all your buns up here, for example, or even on napkins, there's so much humidity in here,
Yes.
it just ruins them. You'll actually find that the bag of, even unopened bags of hot dogs, condensate all over the inside. You take the buns out, because it sucks all the moisture. That looks good.
I was
Nice
hoping
job.
it steams them a little bit. Thank you very much.
You can do that, yeah. Good. So that's a good temperature. So you want the ambient air at around 38 degrees. Because
Okay.
the food has to remain 41 or below,
I can
and
make
that
it
way it
whole
gives
bunch-
you a little bit of a leeway.
It's about a 5 out of 7 positions, so
Good.
I can go much
So I'm
cooler.
getting about 39 now, so that's a good temperature.
Okay,
So
good.
nice job.
Nice, thank you.
So minimum temperature, since you're hand washing, minimum for hand wash is 100, but since you have the 3 comp sink in the back, it's 120, so this will also be 120. So we give it a little bit more time. It's very close. Nice job.
By all means, thank you. I thought I'd put solution in here, sanitizing solution. And then I remember you said I needed to have a container for dirty.
That's exactly right. Yep. So good. Clean and dirty. Good. And you labeled the bottle, not the cap.
Yes.
Sometimes the caps get swabbed.
Absolutely.
And then the clean, dirty. So minimum concentration is 100.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Good. That's a good one. Good idea. Let's stick them in here. Just in case you get injured, then you have gloves and you bandage and then put gloves on. Beautiful. So good. Good. Oh, that's for your sanitizer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought I'd spray that on the countertop.
Sure.
Services.
Will it be bleach?
It'll be bleach.
Okay, so just write bleach.
Oh,
with it.
sure.
Well,
Okay.
nice job. Oh, good condiment dispensers.
Quick bleach, what did you say?
Water.
Water.
Because you'll dilute the bleach a lot.
Thanks for doing that.
No problem.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's roughly 1 cap per gallon
Per
of
gallon.
water. So yours is, I don't know, half a gallon or something. It's not
Or
much.
this. What's happening? The buckets here?
Your spray bottle.
Oh, the spray bottle. Got it. Okay.
I'll add, do you have your fire extinguisher?
I do. Yes. Yep.
Brace off your roof. Good, you have the drain covered. Yes. And I'll give you a sign for the hand washing and the ware washing.
And I've got a boat that needs to go out for that. Hold on.
So it's wash, rinse, sanitize.
Yes, sir.
So dirties and wash, rinse, sanitize. And this looks nice. Seams are all.
Oh, sir.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got the corner that broke off here, unfortunately. I have to glue it back with your caulk.
Yeah, we want it nice and sealed because as you're driving down the road, you don't want wind to whip up again.
Oh, absolutely.
Is the top sealed also? No, if not, just seal the top.
Okay.
Because we don't
You know
want
something,
the wind
right.
to act as a scoop and you scoop in the
Yes,
you know, dusty wind.
Yeah. Okay, good enough.
That looks good.
And then what I've done is this just happened to work out, but
Oh,
yeah.
just one of at least 1 inch. That looks good.
I was going to put this shit stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. And then if you want one ice chest, one ice chest, soda. No milk or anything like that, just sodas. And no
No
hot
more
dogs.
than one ice cream, really?
Technically, it all has to actually be on the cart. I kind of bend the rules of like one ice chest. Yeah, by law, it's supposed to all be on the cart.
Can it be a big one?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
And I say that because I'll be offering, bottled sodas as well as canned sodas.
Yeah, but only for canned beverage, or bottled beverages.
Yes, sir.
So no, large ones that you have to pour.
Yeah.
No liters of Pepsi you got to pour.
No.
Cup of.
Just single
And
serving.
then no potentially hazardous food. So no milk.
Sure.
No eggs. No salads of any kind. Those have to be kept in the refrigerator. So you can sell little salads like pre-packaged macaroni salad or potato salad.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that.
Yep.
By
And,
single serving.
scoop them at the commissary, not out here.
Yes.
Because the concern would be you'd have to take it out of the refrigerator and then scoop it in here. It's going to be very hot in here.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. So prepackage them at the commissary or buy them already prepackaged in like little pint containers.
Now, if I package them myself, do I have to write the individual
So you have to
ingredients?
write, there's 4 things that have to be on the label. And one is the common name, potato salad.
Okay.
And then the second one is the ingredients in descending order from the most common, the most food ingredient that's there the most.
Got it, yes, yeah.
Down to the least.
Like potato salad,
potatoes, and potatoes, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, whatever. And then your business name, and then your business contact information. So Travelin Hot Dawg, and then your address and phone number.
Sounds good.
Because that way, if someone were to get sick, they would be able to tell us exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
where it came from.
I thought the
And,
theme is Detroit Pony Dog, so I play some Motown music on the
Oh,
speaker
there
system.
you
Is
go.
the idea.
Yeah, it looks good. Yours looks great.
Appreciate that very much.
Then just watching the rain to make sure no water comes out. It doesn't look like it would though.
Frankly don't.
It should stay inside the tube there. That's all.
Yeah. It
Well,
actually, yes.
looks good.
Yeah.
So on your utensil containers, these are very good. Just make
Having the data myself.
yeah, right. So the one important thing
Yes, sir.
that's different between the vehicles and a fixed facility like a Denny's or McDonald's, for example, is you're not allowed to cool any food that you're keeping hot. This is called hot holding.
Yes,
The
sir.
refrigerator is called cold holding.
Right.
So any food at the end of the day that you're keeping hot held, has to either be discarded or you take it home for your dinner.
I was going to give it away.
Or give it away. Yeah, you cannot cool it either in this refrigerator or the refrigerator at the commissary.
Not a problem.
So by state code, it has to be discarded. Now, if you want to take it home, that's fine.
Okay.
Or give it away, that's fine.
Give it away to them.
They learn from experience that they're going to a baseball game. They'll probably sell 65 hot dogs today, so they'll only take 70 with them.
Nice.
You can take some hot dogs in here. Some people will heat the hot dogs at the commissary, put them in here hot, which is fine.
Right.
Then just turn the flame on, keep them hot.
Yes.
Some people will keep the supply in here, and once they get out to the field, put them in here and heat them up.
Got it.
And some do both. They'll heat them up at the commissary, put them in here, and keep a backup supply here, so that as they sell them, they replenish.
I mean, it makes sense. I would just be so nervous about driving with warm water and.
Yep. And the other thing is, the one thing I have found from experience, and you do whatever works for you.
Yes.
I've had some hot dog carts fail.
Okay.
In business, not me. Failed. They did not stay in business very long. And the reason I think is they offered, from my experience, their menu was too grand. They were offering gourmet hot dogs that were, $6, $7, $8 each. Well, no one ever bought them. And
Throwing
then
away a
they would
bunch of
come back to me and say, what am I doing wrong? And I would, talk to them. And as a person, not as an inspector, I said, simple menu. So,
All right, we're wrapping it up. What just happened?
It was a whirlwind.
This car.
Well, I passed.
I'm sorry,
passed.
what?
I passed.
All right.
Yes. It hasn't hit me yet, but I'm sure it will, and when it does, let the beer flow. No, I'm kidding.
There he comes with the permit.
All right.
okay, let's take a look at this.
Yes, sir.
It's nothing. Oh, nice. Okay. So you're approved for what's called limited food preparation. So you can prepare and serve boiled or steamed hot dogs, and then other prepackaged, potentially and non-potentially hazardous foods. So you can do potentially hazardous would be salads.
Tamales?
Tamales you can also do. You can do tamales and corn also.
Corn, I
Those
was
are the
thinking
three you
about.
can
It's
do.
funny you mentioned that. Yeah.
Those are the three that you're allowed to do: is hot dogs, corn, and tamales, prepackaged tamales.
You bet. Nice.
And then.
Yeah, right.
So here's just a sticker. Remember,
Woohoo!
41 or below.
All right.
Here's a hand wash sign. So you just got to put that where it reminds you that way.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's a dishwashing sign.
Oh, nice.
You can put that here somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And wash, rinse, sanitize. And then this has to go up where the public can see. I
Let
would
me
put
see
it
that.
where it will stay dry.
Two.
Something of that nature. I would put it on the outside because people will steal it. So put it on the inside where
That's a
it's
good thought.
accessible.
my gosh.
Or permanently like attached here, something like that.
I will.
It just lets them know it's been inspected, and then they can also pull up the website.
Awesome.
Okay.
Steve, I can't thank you enough,
Oh, my
man.
pleasure. So put those in the truck, and then I'll have you put this on. Okay. And I'll grab my camera.
All right. There it is.
This is awesome, babe. Right on.
Oops, sorry.
Hey, looks nice. Good job.
All right, we have a big smile on.
Yes, because I have passed the dreaded Contra Costa County mobile food cart inspection.
All right,
Done.
off we go.
For 6 months. Then we get to do this again, but at my vending site.
That's right. Congratulations.
Yes, very, very pleased. And I'm
There
looking
it
forward to
is.
starting this Sling Dog.
Woohoo!